Do you know that a clock spring is a part inside the steering wheel that lets it turn while keeping the electrical connections to systems like the airbag, horn, and steering wheel controls? So when it goes bad, it can definitely affect how you use your car. But don't worry, we've got you covered in this video. We'll explain the common symptoms of a bad clock spring so you know how to deal with it. Let's get started. Symptom number 1. Airbag light on. One of the most common signs of a bad clock spring is when the airbag warning light comes on in the dashboard. The clock spring keeps the electrical connections to the airbag system working, so if it fails, it can break these connections and cause the warning light to turn on. This is important because it means the airbag might not work properly if you need it, which can reduce the protection it provides during an accident. Symptom number 2. Non-functioning horn. The clock spring also allows electrical signals to reach components like the horn buttons on the steering wheel. If the clock spring is already bad, pressing the horn button might not make any sound. This is because the clock spring helps maintain the connection between the horn button and the car's electrical system. So when it fails, the horn won't work. Symptom number 3. Cruise control malfunction. In vehicles with cruise control, a bad clock spring can prevent the cruise control system from working correctly. This happens because the clock spring failure can stop the signal from the cruise control buttons on the steering wheel from reaching the system. Since the clock spring helps send these signals, a problem with it can keep the cruise control from turning on or responding. Symptom number 4. Traction control and stability. Control issues. Some modern vehicles have traction control and stability control features in the steering wheel controls. So if the clock spring is faulty, it can stop these systems from working correctly. This is because the clock spring sends signals from the steering wheel controls to the car's systems. When the clock spring is broken, it can interrupt these signals, causing issues with the traction control and stability control systems. Symptom number 5. Steering wheel controls. Not working. Apart from the horn and cruise control, other steering wheel controls like radio volume, voice command buttons, or phone controls may also stop working properly. This happens because the clock spring is responsible for the electrical connections to these controls, so it can definitely disrupt the signals from these buttons, making them not work as they should. Symptom number 6. Squeaking or clicking noises. A bad clock spring can cause sounds like squeaking or clicking when you turn the steering wheel, often indicating wear or damage inside the assembly. Since the clock spring has moving parts that can wear out over time, these unusual sounds typically arise as you steer. There you have it. These are the most common signs that your clock spring needs attention and possibly replacement to restore proper functionality and safety in your vehicle. If you find out that your clock spring is really faulty, have a mechanic replace it as soon as possible. This repair usually costs between $200 and $500, depending on your vehicle and the labor involved. We hope you find this video helpful, and if you do, make sure to like and subscribe so we can assist you. Fix it.